Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about competing for women loses your value. So it's not a good idea to compete for women. It really isn't. The reason why I say that is because you want to be someone's first choice, right? You want to be the one that she picks, that she wants, like number one, right? You want to be her number one. You don't want to be like someone she just settles for because she couldn't get the guy that she actually really did want. So you should never be competing for women with other guys. Like, it's just not a good idea, okay? And also, I believe everyone should see themselves as the prize, not someone who is competing for a prize. So never treat women like they are a prize when you're just dating them. Now that doesn't mean that, oh yeah, I can't treat her well. That's not what I mean by that. I just mean that you shouldn't be seeing her as a trophy. It's just like a weird way of seeing women, in my opinion, right? So you got to see yourself as the prize, though, okay? Because I feel like we should all be feeling like we're like Neo, we're the one, or we are valuable and we're a catch, right? Because that instills confidence in you, right? That builds your confidence. But when you see like a woman as a catch or a woman as a prize, that puts you as sort of like this beggar pauper role, okay? Right? And that's not going to make you feel confident about yourself. What's going to make you feel confident about yourself is if you've got this sense and aura of, I'm the prize. I'm what needs to be won, right? So you kind of need to flip it. So it increases your value and how you see yourself. Because it's all about, when you are dating women, oddly, it is always usually about how you see yourself. If you feel sexy, if you feel attractive, if you feel like a prize, you're more likely going to act that way, and women are going to respond accordingly. And that's really important, that you see yourself in that way and you develop some self-confidence. Now, I'm not talking about arrogance here. I'm not talking about how you should be like talking about how you're better than everybody else and you're sort of like sticking your nose up at everybody and sticking your nose up at women. That's not what I mean. It's just having this sort of like confidence and sort of charismatic sort of sense about yourself. Because when you think that when you do this correctly and you feel attractive and you feel like you're a catch, you come across as more flirty, more confident, right? More charismatic, and women are going to find you more attractive because women do like guys with that confidence. Now, you may need to build it up, you may need to build confidence in yourself because sometimes it's not easy to feel attractive when you don't actually think that you are attractive. So what you want to be doing is you want to be trying to find ways and be doing these things, that actually taking action on trying to make yourself actually feel that way about yourself. So it comes from a genuine place. So if you don't feel very attractive, then try and do things that make you feel more attractive. So for example, exercising, maybe weightlifting, eating the right things. So eating lots of protein, and trying to steer more away from things that are really sugary, and things that are basically just not very good for your health, like ultra processed foods and things like that. So you want to be, and also maybe you do something like get a haircut, or you change your wardrobe up, so you can wear clothes that actually make you feel really confident and sexy. Yeah. So if you're doing that, then you're naturally going to feel more confident in yourself and more attractive. Okay? And you're going to feel more like a catch. So maybe another thing that is making you feel like low worth, if you are experiencing those emotions, is perhaps you feel like you're not earning enough money. And you don't feel like you're much of a catch because your job prospects aren't very good. Well, what I'll say to that is that you can still change that as well. That's something that's totally in your power. You can change the way that you look. You might not be able to change everything about your looks, but you can still improve your looks. And then you can also improve your money situation. That is something you can totally do. Like perhaps you need to start a side hustle, or perhaps you just need to change jobs. Perhaps you need to learn some more skills so you can become more valuable in your company. If you don't necessarily want to lose, you don't necessarily want to change jobs. Perhaps you just want to be promoted, and you find a way to become more valuable. These are things that you can do. Now, obviously, they may be a lot easier said than done, right? I say these things, but obviously, you know, I can say these things, but obviously it requires work and it may take quite a long time. But it's still totally within your power to be able to do these things so you can feel more valuable. You know, when I say, like, oh, you can start a side hustle, that's not a small thing. That's a big thing. Like, this channel of mine started as a side hustle, right? And it took ages to grow. Like, it took so long. Oh my god. And I wanted to give up so many times. But I just really liked doing it. And I knew that if I carried on and I kept on persisting, then I would get there eventually. And I just sort of saw that, believed that, and kept on doing it. And nothing has deterred me since I created this channel and started to create coaching videos like this one. So that's how you sort of can gain some, like, self-respect as well. Like, don't quit on things. Like, if you've got an idea to do something, like, let's say you do want to start a YouTube channel, don't quit. Just keep on pumping out content. And when you find something that works, let's say you get a viral hit, or you get a video that has a lot of views, then repeat that. Do another video like it. Yeah? That's how you get successful at anything. You just put out a lot of repetitions, figure out what works, and then when you find out what works or what's working better, then you just do more of what's working better. And again, that's a lot easier said than done. It's not easy to do these kinds of things. A lot of people may look at my channel and think, oh, this is just so easy for her. It's not. In fact, even talking in front of a camera is not very easy for me. I find it quite uncomfortable, actually. I'm a lot better than I was now. Like, if you go back maybe like a few years ago, you'll see that I actually had edited my videos as like jump cuts. I can now do things in one take, but it took me a long time to get to that place because I was just so nervous and things like that. But it's something that I really wanted to do, and it's something that I'd always wanted to do. I'd always like seen like people who do coaching videos, even just other sort of like YouTubers, and I was like, well, I'd really love to make money from making videos. That'd be really cool. And I had like a filmmaking background as well. I know this is not like film quality edited, but I've had experience with video content and making videos through, because that was my background. That's what I studied at university. I studied filmmaking at university. So it's something that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to do something to do with videos and making video content. And I've been obsessed with YouTube pretty much ever since it came out, ever since like 2006. I think it was 2006 when YouTube became a thing. So it was always something that was in my mind and that I wanted to do. And when I had these experiences in my life that made me want to become a coach, because that's what inspired me to become a coach. I had difficulties like what you're having now with attracting women or with exes and just things like that. And I got into a lot of content about that kind of thing here on YouTube. And then I was like, I started applying the techniques, reading the books, found out what worked for me. And I thought, well, maybe I can help people who are at the stage that I was at. And that's pretty much what I do. That's my career as a coach in a nutshell. I'm trying to help people who were where I was at to get to a better stage so they can attract the women that they want to attract and things like that. And so that's sort of like what the catalyst that got me started. But by making videos and being consistent and having the self-discipline to keep on pumping out content has made me extremely more confident in myself, because I know inside myself that I'm never going to quit, and I have that ability to not quit at something. And when I feel like as well, when you have the ability to quit, when you have the ability to, and the desire to stop things when you're halfway through them, let's say you start writing a book and then you quit writing it, or you start a YouTube channel and you give up after 10 videos, those are people that don't have much confidence in themselves, okay? And they will continue to not have confidence in themselves until they actually stick to something that they really want to do. And also, they're going to live with a lot of regret as well. If there's something that you really want to do in this life, you should do it. Because you don't want to be looking back thinking, oh my God, if I'd just stayed consistent, if I had just done this every day, or if I had just done this at least once a week, maybe my life would be a lot different. And you don't want to be living that way. So in order to create more value about yourself, you've got to do things that you'd feel like a valuable person would do, right? Now, of course, if you don't do the things that I suggest, that doesn't mean that you're a less valuable human being in the eyes of society or whatever, in the eyes of God. Of course, not everyone is valuable, but it's about how you see yourself. So if I quit YouTube, let's say I quit YouTube tomorrow, which I'm sure a lot of people would be happy about. I'm sure a lot more people would not be happy about that, but some people would be quite happy about that. I do have haters. If I quit, how that would make me feel less valuable to myself. The way that I would perceive myself would be really, really low if I did that. Okay. So it's all about perception and how you view yourself. But the fact that I don't and I keep on going makes me feel more valuable. It makes me feel better about myself. It makes me feel more confident about myself because I have that stickability rather than the quitability. Yeah. Another example for this as well is that I have back issues, like really bad back issues. And I have a back injury, like it feels like almost like every year, basically. And it like puts me out for like weeks, right? But so basically what I've come to learn and understand, and which I've been practicing for a while now, is that I need to just keep up with different exercises that I was given by a physiotherapist. And I've been doing these exercises every day now for ages, right? And again, I've been applying basically the knowledge that I got from creating content online, and I'm now applying it to these sort of physio exercises that I have to do. And I have to do them, because if I don't do them, I know that I'm going to have back issues, okay? So in a way, I kind of don't have a choice. I see either I feel great about myself and feel good in my body, or I have back issues, which usually makes me feel really miserable and just not great about myself. So there's some things I have to do. And for example, the physio exercises and now the videos that I make on YouTube, I have to do these things. But because I do them, it makes me feel good about myself because I am not quitting. So you got to try and figure out these ways then, how you can sort of apply this to yourself, and like what's going to make you feel more valuable. What's going to make you feel more valuable in your eyes? I'm not talking about other people's eyes. I'm talking about your eyes. Because if you feel like you're a valuable person and you feel confident and you feel sexy and you feel amazing, then women are going to act accordingly. It's always a head game. It's always about what's going on in here. It's never usually about the women in your life. It's about how you view and how you're coming across and the sort of the energy that you're putting out there. Because if you're charismatic, even if you're funny and you're playful and you feel confident and you feel good and you know that you're a catch and you know that you're a great person, then women will act accordingly, okay? And if you'd like more help about attracting women, then I highly recommend that you go and check out my book, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. You can go and read it for free on my website, and you can also get it on Amazon. You can get a physical copy on Amazon, and it has a nice discreet spine, so it will look good on your bookshelf, so just in case you're embarrassed about having a dating book, which I know a few people do. So if you would also like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then you can go to www.christinelovage.com. You can find the book there as well and select whichever coaching option is best for you at this current time. And I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.